Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name is Jalil, and as you can see, if you are a returning guest, then, the background's a bit different. That's because I am in the Airbnb. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I haven't done a video like this. Actually, I don't think I've ever done a video like this. Just more of a more relaxed feel. I'm not in the studio, just to catch you guys up on what's really going on. And just, bring you up to speed with a few things. So as I mentioned before, I'm in the Airbnb right now. And one of the main reasons I'm in the Airbnb is because it is not rented yet. So, if you didn't know, roughly in September, New York changed their laws where now if you wanted to host guests on Airbnb, you can't host guests for less than 30 days unless you are registered with the New York State. So this Airbnb was done roughly maybe about a week after the registration period, like that deadline. So any guest that comes to this Airbnb now has to be for 30 days or more. And the thing about it is this Airbnb has no reviews, right? So I know me personally that I'm a review type of person, whether that's a restaurant, I'm hiring a service, anything. I want to check the reviews first. So I wouldn't book an Airbnb for 30 days if it had no reviews. Maybe before, a weekend, you might take a chance if there's no reviews and the pictures look really good, but 30 days, no reviews, I wouldn't do it. So I think that's kind of the hurdle right now to figure out how to get around that, get the first review. I may have to take a risk and take somebody else that doesn't have any reviews either. But yeah, so as of right now, completely empty. So I'm just using it as my leisure right now, just to get some work done and change up the environment. And while I work on the registration as well, so that I could do less than 30 days if need be, and just play with the price so that I could attract some people who may be willing to take a chance on this Airbnb. Because listen, it's a beautiful Airbnb. But in the future, I'm going to give you a tour. Right now, I'm just showing, give you a tour of the Airbnb as far as how it's decorated, where the money really went to, and, the game plan for the future. And speaking of future, I have a lot of things planned for this channel specifically because, I think that as much as I do love the talking headshots, there's more I want to do. I want to build some community amongst everyone. And I see especially right now with the current market with rates and prices in the housing market, a lot of people are struggling to get their first home, their first investment property. And I want to see how I can help. Before, I had a lot going on, not only with the renovation of this Airbnb, but the other properties were vacant. I had tenants that were squatting. And I feel like I'm finally starting to get over that hump a bit. So getting over that hump also allows me some additional time. And there's a lot of things I want to do and just be able to build a community and spread the knowledge, and we can all learn from each other, because I think that's the best way to grow, is just to have like-minded people, whether virtually, physically, that you can kind of lean on and just learn from. So newsletters, webinars, all of those things coming soon. And, just hold me accountable, because actually I've already started some of these things, but, I want to make sure I stay consistent. So that's the main thing, to build that community and have just more resources available to us, and just answer some of these questions that a lot of new things that I wish I knew when I was first getting started. I just want to be able to share it, because it doesn't take anything away from me, but it can help someone else grow, and then we could build together. I think that's dope. So, that's number one, the Airbnb, the community, especially right now with the current market we got going on, where prices are high, rates are high too. People are struggling to buy just a home, period, not even an investment property. I think it's kind of rough, and it sucks, right? Because there's also this narrative going around that millennials aren't working hard enough to get where they need to go. And the previous generations are talking about what they had to do back in their day. And I feel like some of that's a bit insulting. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a millennial myself, but I do think it is a lot different now than it was back then. And if I'm going to be honest, I think it's a bit more difficult, right? Yeah, we may have the internet and a lot more resources now, or access to information now, but as far as funding and as far as how far our dollars stretched, it's not the same. And things are a lot more expensive now than they were back then, no matter how you look at it. So, and that's one of the reasons why I want to build a community. That way we could share resources. I can give you everything I have, you know, things that help me get started, first time home buyer programs, grants, like just how to buy a house, what to look for, how to save money on buying a house, what matters, what doesn't matter in the long run. That way we can like work together, because I think a lot of us are working hard. I think a lot of us are trying, you know, some of us are working 2 jobs just to get by. So it's not that you aren't working hard enough. It's more so that the odds are stacked against you. So, and if you don't know, you don't know, right? Especially if nobody in your family ever purchased a property before. You don't have someone that could like take equity from their house to help you put a down payment on your house. It's gonna be rough because you're just going off of what you see on the internet. And like, it's not gonna help you if you don't have like actionable item steps, someone almost holding your hand, so to speak. So, you know, I think this is just a recap of what's in my mind and what I have planned. And yeah, I hope that you guys will join me on this journey and that we can grow together this channel and it could blossom to something big. And we could just get like a bunch of new investors, entrepreneurs out of this, homeowners, and just learn, period. So, yeah, I hope to see you soon. Hope to get this started, and I hope you'll stick around and join. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace.